Not only can you get free tea and coffee here at Beamer's Breakfast Bites, you can also get an in-depth discussion and networking event into the future of social networking.
This is the third one and the last in our Web 2.0 series. It's on, well, I won't go into too much detail, it's on social media, and I know you think that term has so social media, how to actually make money, how to raise the awareness of your profile or the brand of your company.
The fact of the matter is that social networking is becoming a normal behaviour, and I think it's becoming a normal behaviour at different levels for different groups.
I think we're going to see it grow and expand for quite a long time, and then we are going to see it break down and fragment.
Well, I'm really interested in how social networks are becoming much more sort of specialised, and not everyone's going towards sort of the Facebook model of trying to capture every person in the world.
I think it very much depends on where the younger market are coming from.
I think social networking is going niche. I think it's going to, people are going to start wanting specific content, and the marketers and advertisers are going to start wanting to advertise in specific areas. And if we can deliver that sort of thing, I think that's where we'll really add value.
Social networking is, in the words, in the header, it is social. Is it a business tool? I'm not really sure whether people have got the appetite for business or whether they just use it as their own social protocol and communications tool.
In creating relevance, in creating discernment, creating intimacy, away from big groups of friends into small, tight, intimate circles where you can rate, review, recommend and trust your network.
I think there'll be something new that will come in and take over Facebook. I think that the people will find somewhere else to go because it's going to be too commercialised, but let's make some money while we can.
Within the next 2 to 3 years, there'll be the next thing that comes along, just how Facebook took over from Bebo and Bebo took over from MySpace, so I'm just waiting for the next one to come along.
Social ads, which is pretty much it's like Google AdSense for Facebook. So if you want to advertise with Google on blogs, you can choose what type of blogs, you can choose some kind of demographic, you can choose the country, or you can even choose the city that you want your Google ads to run, and Facebook is doing the same. But with all the data that they have on people, you can target your ad almost to one person out of the millions that are using Facebook.
I don't think they're going to stop, but I think they probably have to be slightly less offensive about it.
I think advertising is going to have to change. I think it's not going to be the same that it is today.
I don't think advertising is going to be part of it. Personally, I feel that Facebook have made a wrong error. For me, social networks are all about the actual consumers dictating the way things change and what happens, and from them to turn around and actually put advertising in there, I don't think that's what the consumers want.
People in the offline world with posters, it's not objectionable. I don't walk down the street and the poster doesn't jump out in front of me and say, hey, buy me. But when I'm online, it's really irritating, and it started off irritating with pop-ups and banner adverts, and it just got more irritating. And from what Facebook's doing, that sounds just invasive, really. I don't want everyone to, if I buy a book, I don't expect everyone to be told I just bought a book, or I don't actually want to know that much about my friends.
If you've got a really specialised group of people, that you can target advertising again quite well, like Facebook social ads, but to sort of a community rather than an individual.
And I think that we will always see banners on sites like that because it's just part of the business model for funding them. I think that we're also seeing, though, brands begin to experiment in other ways of introducing their brand in front of a consumer community that they want to talk to, but do that in a way that's much more relevant for them.
At today's Breakfast Bites, we've discussed the future of social networking. Will advertising be involved in 3 years' time? Who knows?